Hey, chickadees, welcome into today's Mojo Mysticism. I think our guides are on to something new. So last week they had us pulling the whole week out of one deck. This week they've got us doing the same thing. So today we're pulling again from Divine Abundance by Tasha Silver. So who knows? We'll just see if they continue to do this. I have no idea. But I do what I'm told. I literally do what I'm told. And also, I do it with delight because this is just such a magical way to live. So, all right. So, here's the cards that they brought to us today. The first one, this is a gorgeous card. I've never pulled this card out of this deck before. So, I am thrilled that our guides gave this to us today. It is Outrageous Openness. And here's what it says. Excuse me. It says, "Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive." Outrageous openness. It's a gorgeous card. Second one, we've seen quite a bit. Actually, both of these we've seen quite a bit. Second and third. The second one was invite help. This says, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, "I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me." Invite help. The third card is guidance, and it says, when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. So, guidance. And I'm continually just delighted with cards. So, just so you know, oracle cards are a permission slip, right? We can get all this information without oracle cards, but they're fun. So, we do oracle cards. I enjoy them. I think they're just delightful, and I hope you're enjoying them too. So, all right. So, the message that our guides have for us today with these three beautiful cards is a message of reminding us just how we get guidance. And it's so interesting because I am literally finishing up a chapter in Shift called Meet Your Guides. And it is literally a process for meeting your guides. And this that they've laid out today is actually part of that process. So the outrageous openness is really indicative of when we just say, "Hey, I'm here for whatever. I am available and ready for whatever you have for me, spirit, guides. And I would love for you to just surprise and delight me with the unveiling of the plan that I have helped co-create before I came into this world." So, excuse me. It's also just an acknowledgement that you know that Spirit's got your back, right? And that the divine has your six. So you know that you can remain open and available. We don't have to close ourselves off. We don't have to barricade ourselves. We don't have to put up really strong defenses. We do have boundaries. Right? We don't usurp our sovereignty. We don't turn that over to anybody. Excuse me, I've got a little problem with my throat today, so my throat chakra must be a little bit impacted. But we're not talking about letting people walk all over you. That is not what outrageous openness is. It is openness to spirit. It is openness to the divine, right? It is saying, I am here for whatever it is that you, divine, God, universe, what you have for me, right? So boundaries still play in, but it is openness otherwise. We don't have to wall ourselves off from other people or other things. We don't have to live in fear, right? We get to say, I'm open for it. I know that I have guidance that's going to protect me. And then we invite the help in. So this is an important part of the process that I'm writing in Shift right now. It is the invitation to Spirit to say, please come in. Please reveal yourself to me, whomever you are, whatever spirit or entity that is here to guide me, I want to know who you are. And so you're going to, this one says, hey, I'm finally ready, pursue me. That is the invocation, the invitation to spirit and to your guides to come in, right? And we use our clairs to see them with clairvoyance, to hear them with clairaudience, to feel them with our clairsentience, all of that. We're using our clairs to establish that connection and that communication line between ourselves and our guide, whichever guide it is. I have many, many guides. And then we also want to make sure that we test that out, that we know that that guide is here for our highest and best good. You can just ask them. They have to respond to you truthfully, and know that you are the strongest person and most powerful person in that room. Okay? Room. So, and then the guidance comes. So we remain open, right? We put the call out, that invitation for our guides to come in. And then we listen and we wait and we allow that guidance to draw near to us. And then we actually receive the guidance and we have the relationship with that guide. And oftentimes what will happen is a guide will come in and come out depending on what you need. You'll end up, if you're like me, you'll end up with one main birth guide, right? This is the person that actually holds, I say person, but the guide that holds your life chart, right? Everything you agreed to do and you wanted to explore when you came in, they're the guide that's helping to ensure that that unfolds for you. And then I have like a whole room full of other guides, some of which are with me often, some of which come in and out when I need certain things. And so you'll know, as you go through that process, you'll begin to get acquainted with them. You'll notice that energy feels different with them, with the different guides. So I can tell you my birth guide is always hanging out behind my left shoulder. Always. I can always feel them there. And then I felt like this happened to me last week. I could feel Archangel Metatron coming in. I felt Metatron behind me. I could feel that just Metatron for me. I can feel Metatron with my clairsentience first. I literally feel Metatron, and then I can hear and see Metatron as well. But I could feel Metatron behind me. I could just feel that push of that energy. And I've known Metatron long enough and gotten well enough acquainted with Metatron that I knew it was Metatron. So, and I'll tell you something. Here's a little funny. If you had told me that I would have a relationship with Metatron a year and a half ago, I'd have told you were absolutely out of your mind. I was not at all attracted to archangels. I didn't know much about them. In fact, when Metatron came in, I still didn't know. I was like, who's Metatron? Like, who are you? What are you doing here? So just know many of you are probably much more familiar with this than I am. But I know when they come in, I can tell the difference between different archangels and also, certainly my birth guide and my higher self. I can tell the difference between my higher self and everyone else. I can tell the difference between past loved ones that come in. So it's really important that, especially if you are experiencing multiple guides coming in, and maybe even other spirits trying to get your attention, it's important that you sort that out, that you know who is trying to get your attention. Are they working for you, right? Do they have your highest and best good in mind? Or are they trying to get your attention to get a message to someone else? And are you available for that? Because oftentimes we just get the opportunity to tell them, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You're going to have to find somebody else that can help you with that. So just, a lot of this is going to be in shift to kind of help you sort it out and help you have that experience with your guide. So just keep watching this space. We will have many, many announcements out ahead of shift. Also, you can go to the website and sign up to get on the newsletter for the book. And we will be starting to put announcements out probably in the next couple of months about what the timeline might look like for that to actually go into publication. So, but yes, so today the message: remain outrageously open to what the divine has for you, not any dark energy, just the divine, right? Not other people either, just the divine. So invite help from our spirit guides, right? And then begin to sit with them and really feel. I even write notes about, like, what do I feel? What do I sense? What do I smell? Before a specific guide shows up, so that I can begin to get familiar with that. So invite that help, know when it shows up, become familiar with who it is and how they're there to help you, and then follow the guidance that you're offered. They will help you. They will be your North Star, and it's such a beautiful thing. All right, chickadees, thanks for being part of our community. Have a lovely day. Mwah.